and welcome to DIY Crafts for Learning with JAMaROO Kids. I'm Jamaica, the founder of JAMaROO Kids, also known as Teacher Jamaica to my students. Today we're going to be doing a fun activity called button drawing. This activity will help to improve your child's eye-hand coordination while building and strengthening their fine motor skills, which involve the use of small muscles that control the hand, fingers, and thumb. Fine motor skills are essential for children to be successful in everyday tasks, such as feeding themselves, holding onto an object, buttoning and or zipping their clothes, as well as drawing and writing. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to sit down with our children or child, and we're going to draw a picture together. So this is a great way to make this activity interactive. You can ask your child, what would you like to draw a picture of? We're going to create a picture together. Mommy or daddy is going to draw the picture, and then when I'm done, you're going to trace the picture with buttons. Now again, today we're using buttons, but if you have a younger child, please do not use buttons. Buttons are a choking hazard. So if you have a younger child, replace the buttons with Cheerios or cooked beans. You could try cooked peas, but I'm nervous that they're a little too round and they may roll. So any object that's small, that's not going to be a choking hazard for younger children. For older children, you could use buttons, you could use loose change, you could do all sorts of things. I'm going to use buttons today because that's what I have here. So you're going to draw a picture with your child together, and you want to really try to do a somewhat simple picture with not too many shapes and lines and designs. So here are some examples. I have a heart and a zigzag, which would be perfect for a younger child. And if I was doing this with an older child, a house with a sun, or maybe even a rainbow, a boat, a car, something like that would work for an older child. It also is going to depend on what your drawing skills are and how comfortable you are creating things with a pen. So today I'm going to demonstrate doing the zigzag. So after I have drawn the picture for my child, I'm going to ask them if they want to help me finish the picture. So instead of coloring this picture, we are going to trace the line with our object, today with buttons. Now, if you want this to be a craft activity, I would trace the line with glue first, like a wet glue, not a glue stick, like an Elmer's glue. I would trace it with a wet glue, and then I would have my child put the button onto the glue line. Today, we are not going to use glue. So I am going to then demonstrate to my child. If I'm doing this with a younger child, it's really important to demonstrate. Older children will probably be able to figure it out without you demonstrating. So I would demonstrate putting a couple buttons on the line, and I would say, do you see how I'm covering the line with the buttons? Can you try to do that too? And then your child would take over. Now, if you are busy, I know everyone's homeschooling right now because of the pandemic. So if you are busy and you need this to be an activity so that you can go do a work email, or you can go jump in the shower, or you can make dinner, then you can leave your child alone to do this activity. But if you have time to sit down with your child, I really recommend bringing in some cognitive learning. Cognitive skills are so essential for children to be ready for school and to be successful in school. And so there's so many ways that we can maximize the learning experience through this activity by talking about the sizes of the button. We have a small, medium, and large button right here that I've just put on. We have a beige, tan, and black button. You can introduce new vocabulary. Beige is not a very common word, right? So being very descriptive about what the object looks like. They're all small and round, but they're different sizes. This one is clear, okay? And I am gonna keep doing this, or your child would keep doing this. Another way that you can bring in some great cognitive skills is by counting. You can count the buttons together as you put them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's after 7? 8. What's after 8? 9. What's after 9? 10. So you can count together, or you can let them do this activity, have it be more child-led, and then at the end of activity, you could go through and count the buttons together. Another thing you could do is you could ask your older children to create a pattern. So let's just say we're doing a pattern. I could make a pattern by saying black, black, white, black, black, white. Or you could create a pattern saying large, small, large, small, right? So we're creating different types of patterns while we trace the line of our picture. So again, there's lots of different ways that you can bring in cognitive learning and bring in some of those speech and language skills, introduce new vocabulary, all while doing this fun DIY craft project. So I hope that you will try this out with your little ones at home. We would love any feedback you have or pictures even of your projects that you create at home. We always love that, so you can share that with us on social media. And we will see you again for another edition of DIY Crafts for Learning with JAMaROO Kids. Bye-bye.